Good morning, guys. I really hope it's going well with you. This little bug seems to be deciding that it's not welcome and it's starting to go and play somewhere else. So let's hope that that trend continues and we can be seeing each other on campus again sooner rather than later. Um, I don't know about you, but seriously, I never thought I'd get withdrawal symptoms of campus. I miss the Centenary building and walking in, and the air conditioning is set to heat in the middle of summer or is set to cool in the middle of winter. Those things used to irritate me. I'd like to be irritated like that again. Or the IT equipment doesn't work, and then, well, it just never works, and we make do what we can. I'd like to have those challenges again, and I really hope we will see you guys and face those challenges in the near future again. But I'm getting completely distracted, and that's not the point of this video. This video, I want to address some emails and some concerns that have been sent through to us on various platforms, through your class reps, etc., about the Google Forms we're using in the assessment. And I just want to try and give some more information on our thinking behind these Google Forms that we've been using. So there's two concerns in particular with the Google Form that I'm going to discuss. The one is that the form's not giving you method marks, and the other is that the form's not like an on-campus assessment. So let's dive into that and let's quickly chat about both of those two things. So the first one on the method marks, I just want to show you some of the techniques we've been using in the form to make sure that you do get your method marks. So I'm going to use an example initially out of class test 4, one of the recent ones you've written, and I just want to show you how the form then links to this. So remember, class test 4 was asking general journals. Part of the general journal you might have, and we did in the memo, use raw materials account as part of the calculation. So already I'm not just going to ask you a general journal and tell you you either get 30 marks or no marks for this general journal. We get method marks is important in accounting. So we've already broken it down now and gone to the raw materials account. Then within this raw materials account, we set a number of questions on this raw materials account to give you a chance in every step of your calculation. So in a way, we're almost leading you to the answer, which wouldn't happen in an on-campus assessment. So let's look at the questions out of the form for class test 4 that came out of this calculation. This wasn't the required, this was a calculation, this account. So the first one is we just asked one amount. Just give us that one amount. What did you calculate for this? Then we asked for a few amounts together, but that was FRK201 work. There's nothing weird or wonderful about that. That is work that should be a given in your lives at this stage. That really is first year work. So that's already two questions on this calculation. Then on the other side, we broke it down again. And you'll see we played with the dates and we asked you 1 October to 2 January. So you might have wondered, why did they say exclude those dates? It's because we're trying to break it down for you and ask you little pieces that we can almost isolate where you make a mistake and where you don't make a mistake. So I'm not going to spend too much more time on this slide other than to show you that 1T account we had 5 questions on, and we were really trying to give you a chance, and we would sit and think, where would you make a mistake? Because we don't want to penalize you the whole way down the road and give you 30 for the journal or not. Okay, and looking at the mark distributions that have come through from the forms, I think we've largely achieved that to the best we can in the environments at the moment. So that's one thing. Then I just want to quickly mention a few other techniques that we use. So we do try and use a lot of questions that do lead you. So that's an advantage for you. So make the best of that as you figure out this new exam technique. Then something else we do is we'd ask you a question and then give you various answers as possibilities. We do that based on, the three of us have been on this module for too many years. I'm not going to give my age away. Let's just say I'm probably in a higher risk for COVID than the rest of you, given my age. But anyway, so what we do is we give you these options, and then depending on what your answer is, we take you to different questions that we can get you your method marks, even though you might have got this initial answer wrong. Okay, so we break the form down into various sections. So that's another thing that we do. Then you will recognize these out of the test as well. We'd give you a series of amounts, and then we ask you to please mark correct or incorrect. And some of you actually said, well, that was a bit irritating, but now I want to show you why we did that, because what we've done is tried to work out what you would have calculated, what mistakes you could potentially make. What have we seen in the past? What have we seen in the calculations? What are the kind of things you could get wrong? And we've done that because we want to give you the method marks. So you'll see there on the right hand side of that screen, there's different marks for the different options. So again, it's not getting naught or getting full marks. We're trying to get you those method marks throughout. So that's just some of the techniques we used, and I really hope this helps you see what we're doing in the design of the forms. It's really taking us a while to design these forms. We really do sit with the memo and we try to think, how would you do this? Where would the method marks be? How can we get you those method marks if this goes wrong? So there is a lot of things we're doing in the forms, and watch out now for them that you know that, and you'll realize why we're doing it going forward. Then the other concern was, but the form's not like campus. Yeah, we entirely agree. Unfortunately, we're not on campus. That is the reality of it. So we do want to keep you guys practicing and being prepared for how it would be when we get back to campus one day. And we have said that consistently through a number of newsletters and communications with you guys. And I've put the quote there at the bottom. If you didn't read, hopefully you're watching this video and listening to this. We really recommend you take your test and you do it like a test on campus. Get a pen out, get a piece of paper out, get your calculator out. And Merry Christmas, it's open book at the moment because we're not on campus. So get your tools out, but do them as a campus test as best you can in your circumstances. Then what we've picked up is some of you don't do that. You haven't done this. You either didn't read the instruction or you've chosen not to do it. So what some of you are doing is you're reading the given information and you're diving straight into the form. That's defeating the whole purpose. That's why we say please do it on a piece of paper. Practice doing it like that. And then take your piece of paper when you're done, and then you come and sit in front of your computer for a few minutes and you transfer those amounts across into the form. Then the form's basically just a way of us to collect your calculations in a different means. It's not really the assessment. The assessment is still that thing that you go and sit and you write on your piece of paper. You're just giving us the answers in a different format, and we're designing that format that you can give us all your workings and that the form can actually mark those workings for you. So I hope this clears it up. I hope that addresses some of your concerns. Please keep chatting to us if you have any thoughts and ideas. We are really always interested in what we can do better for you, and we are trying our very best to make the learning experience for you in these interesting times the best we can. May the force be with you all, and it was good chatting. I hope to see you soon.